the Salt City Racing Live, and guess what? Where we're at?
We're at the track.
Kyler, how's it been going, buddy?
It's been good. Been good. We've been watering all week long, and we got some good moisture in it, and looking forward to this weekend.
Racetrack's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. So anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll get you lives updates coming through here on everything we got exciting to talk about and go on for Friday night. Drivers meeting 6:15.
6:15.
Hot lap 6:30.
6:30.
6:59 races.
Cars on the track, ready to go.
Ready to go.
There we
We
go.
hope that's right. Of course, we held it up a little bit last time because we had a little bit of an issue getting everybody in.
Yeah.
The only reason we delayed it a little bit last time, so we'll try to make sure that's all good to go. So if you've bought your tickets online, remember, you don't have to go to the ticket office. You can go right through the deal, scan your tickets, and roll right inside. You don't have to go to the ticket office. So that would be a huge advantage. And it is just a little bit cheaper to buy them online than it is at the gate.
It is.
Just a little bit, not
Well,
much.
it's just so much easier too.
Exactly.
Take your phone, show them at the door, and you're in 3 minutes.
Exactly. So anyway, coming to you live from the front straightaway, Kyler, I think the track looks pretty sweet.
It's looking good. I'm very tickled with it. You know, we've already got a race on it, so there's already a base formed, and it's not like it's been too big of a stretch. Mother Nature helped us out really well over the weekend and brought some much needed rain to the racetrack, and we've kept it wet all weekend long. So
And we're going to keep it wet, right?
We're going to keep it wet.
Yeah. So anyway,
Keep it wet.
see these shirts we have on? Everybody asked for Salt City apparel. And I'm going to tell you, the reason it's not here and it's not going to be here this weekend, is because we have to pay a fee to the fairgrounds, and it's just too big of a fee for us to actually sell apparel in the deal. So Lisa Hamilton and one of her sons, or maybe her brother, are going to be here shooting them out of the T-shirt cannon.
There we
That's
go.
right.
There we go.
Okay, so be ready if you want to get some Salt City stuff, or we're going to set some stuff up online for people to get Salt City. I think this shirt turned out pretty sweet.
Yep,
Yeah, it did
looks
turn
good.
out really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good.
So anyway, Nick, we haven't hit our sponsors yet. That's what this takes, all these sponsors together to help us put this together from that part. So as always, Nick, rattle off who's all helping us put this thing together and keep these races live here in Hutchinson.
All right. Well, first off, we got to thank Mike Van Genderen. He came out here a couple of different times and helped us get that base that Kyler was talking about on this racetrack. And, we couldn't have done it without him. He fixed so many issues that the racetrack had and just made it race so much better than it ever has before at the first race. And just looking forward to doing it again on Friday. Murphy Tractor and Equipment. They brought us awesome road grader, man. Curtis and Dan, those guys, they've been such a big help. Couldn't do it without them. Richardson Brothers Construction. Those guys have helped us out with some equipment as well, sheep's foot and a tractor, and just helping us out with some stuff around Hutch.
Now, did you notice that Kyler didn't get the big green John Deere out? You notice that he got over the luxury case tractor instead of the old green
The air
John Deere. Did you
conditioner
notice
works
that?
better in the big red one.
Can Equip, another one of our good sponsors, dropped off that big case tractor, and he's been riding around in it. But it has a seat. It has a seat in there for old Rusty the dog, the track dog too.
It's got a track dog seat.
I think Kyler's probably been taking naps in that tractor. What do you think?
It was.
I've done
when I
some
was in it, it was
business
pretty
out of it. I've done some business. It's
But,
nicer than my office.
But Josh, he'll run the green one around and back the racetrack on Friday. So, but Aux Equipment and Andale Construction, those guys are gonna fix up a few wall panels for us tomorrow before we go racing.
We just got that one over there that's got a hole in it for some
It's
reason.
got a pretty good size hole in it.
But it's okay. We'll get her fixed up tomorrow.
I'm gonna get her fixed.
Get a new panel put in there and everything else too.
Yep.
So great.
Hample Oil for supplying us with a diesel fuel tank, and so we can have enough fuel for Kyler to rip around the racetrack and all this cool equipment. Phoenix Recovery of Kansas, they're helping us with some towing and stuff on race night. So
right here in Hutchinson, yes.
Thank you for those guys to come out. Jackson Meat, official beef supplier of Salt City Racing.
I guess you call it that. They're helping with, as we have our sponsor nights on stage, like this is Zener night. So Zener has invited about 90 people to be up on stage with us, and we're going to cook hot dogs and hamburgers for them and have a little cool refreshments.
That's right.
So Jackson's Meat and Egbert Lecker went in together to help sponsor that a little bit. So we thank them enough for that to keep our sponsors excited about racing.
Right on.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't forget BG Products. Continuation of a great partnership with Mel Hambleton Ford right here to Salt City Racing. BG is great. Whenever you go, wherever you take your car to get serviced up, ask for BG's products package.
Well, you know when you got to go where they got to go ask, get it serviced.
You got to go to
There's
Mel
only one
Hambleton
place to go
Quick
get
Lane.
it serviced. Okay.
Definitely.
I get it.
Construction rental, helping us out with some extra lighting for the racetrack and the pit area.
They'll be dropping them off tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Some more lights and stuff too. So they be cool for those. Yep.
Agri Center. You guys have some cool side-by-sides to cruise around on.
Yeah, that was pretty nice, wasn't it?
It was pretty cool.
I was, what's worried about that is they were the same deal, but I'm worried Kyler wanted to drag race me last time. He pulled up to me a couple times. I thought that's what he was going to say, let's race, but he didn't. So
you're saying we're going to add another class?
We may add a class. Yeah.
Zener Electric, Friday night is their night, their VIP night here at the racetrack. Those guys have kept us powered up, kept the lights on.
Yes.
And Evans Building Company, Bill Johnson. They've been a great supporter of racing everywhere, but
you
over
can't
here
ask
in
for a
Hutchinson,
better supporter in racing across every
100%.
than Bill.
Thank you guys for their help. United Rentals got us some awesome water trucks, man.
God, you're getting spoiled with them things, aren't you?
They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice.
Like riding in a brand new Mercedes-Benz,
yeah,
right?
Well, even Rusty Dog takes a nap in there. With
Yeah,
air conditioner
yeah.
works perfect. Radio, it's a good truck.
And then we got a new sponsor to add to the
Bradbury
list.
Company. Basically, David Cox called me and said, hey, I want to put a banner out there and support your racetrack and stuff too. I said, you know what? I appreciate that. Love it. I really tell you, everybody, really honestly, is this first year till we get this to a 3 and 5 year contract. I've just been getting sponsors that have helped us support the track, what we needed for equipment and that kind of thing. But I told David, I said, David, you know what I need? I need people in the stands. So they bought 100 tickets to put for their employees. So they'll get a banner for that. So if you'd like to put a banner up and buy 100 tickets per race, I'm all in. So that's kind of what they're doing for us, is buying 100 tickets, but in turn, taking care of their employees and stuff too. But they're out of Mountain Ridge. They make some pretty cool stuff. They're all automated metal and stuff like that, garage doors and that kind of thing. They have the deal. You put the metal in and out comes a garage door, but I'm sure they can tell better than what I can tell you what they're doing there too. But got a lot of friends over there and a lot of customers there at Bradbury Company. So excited for them to come on board and buy 100 tickets. So if you want a banner, 100 tickets race, hey, we can do that all day long. But just again, we just got to get this. We got to get this first year under our belt. Prove to the fair board what they voted was correct, that we need to race at this big facility. And then Katie bar the door after that if we get this done in October.
100%. So,
okay.
Kyler, we've got a few new procedures regarding lineup and staging and stuff that we're going to do this week to try to make things run a little bit smoother.
So I would say that we probably had a perfect night, our first go. To be honest with you, everybody worked together, the drivers, the crews, our team, your team, everybody kind of meshed really well.
It was great.
There was just little things that we needed to fine tune. And I think we've kind of figured those out talking to my team. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to keep staging on the backside of the racetrack on that pit road. And then we're going to still bring the whole class in. But instead of heat race 1 coming up to the staging area, we're going to turn them directly onto the racetrack so they're all ready to go. So then it kind of frees up some more area.
So the first heat will basically take a right-hand turn as they come in the back gate. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, quick right, and they'll stop right there. I'll have an official stop them. They're going to be lined up, and when they hit the flag stand, we'll give them the one to go. This is a big track, so the little things we can do to save time, it helps us out.
Okay, so then heat 2 will basically just come right up into the staging like we did before.
Yep.
From that part.
Yep.
Okay.
So then what will happen? They'll be lined up already. So when they take off, we're going to flash the light on them on the back straightaway, and as soon as they come back around, they'll be green. So hopefully streamlined out quite a bit. And the next thing is we've got to stay off the fence. We've got some officials that are going to keep watching that. We've had people looking over the fence trying to do that. We've set up a good area over here in turn 4. They have to go around to the other side, but they can ride their 4-wheelers over there. We're going to have the gate open. They can go right up to the track and during the heat races and watch that. Now, feature time, they can come down and do that in the feature. They can stay inside the designated work area for the pits.
By class, please.
By class.
By class.
Yep.
And I understand the frustration there a little bit of that situation, but with everything we have going for this first year, this was our best alternative to where to pit. Kyler came up with a great idea of pitting on the backside there on the east side of the track, which I think worked out very well. The negative is, you can't see your heat race unless you come around over to turn 4 and come through there and see your heat race stuff. Again, we got to get through this first year. Somebody said, we'll put some bleachers up. Yeah, okay, it takes a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But until I know that I've got the 3 to 5 year contract going forward, I've got to run this thing as inexpensive as possibly to get it done. And so that's just another one of the little things we have to work through. Sorry about that. But hey, guys, remember, we're here saving a racetrack. We want to keep this racetrack alive and running. And that's what we got to do. We got to make everybody's got to give a few sacrifices and stuff to keep this bad boy
If we
running.
can keep this deal going past 2024, we'll have all those issues fixed.
Yeah,
Yes.
and everybody's got to remember it's there's no different than when the Nationals were here. They all had to watch from that same spot anyway. It's just a little bit longer of a walk.
A little bit of a deal. Yeah. So one of the negatives, but again, I think it's a small negative for everything else we're trying to do here and everything else too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positives.
Yep.
So what other procedural changes are we going to do from that part? That's kind of the lineups, features kind of the same way as we did before.
Same way. We're going to have a couple more guys that are running back and forth, kind of helping get the classes organized. So pay attention to that. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's about all the changes we're going to need to make, I think.
And remember, we're going to have a short intermission. Kyler, I've got a couple gentlemen that have called me and have asked to do some hot laps. I said, yep, no problem, because I want to support everybody that we possibly can. A couple guys are working on their cars for other races and stuff like that. So I told them, hey, we'd have a quick little intermission after the heats probably.
Okay.
They asked, hey, can we tag along behind a heat? You know, I just don't know that I like that.
I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
There's
don't
always
like that.
something that happens.
Always could something happen. So I told him we give him a little bit of break in between there. And that's when Lisa and her brother or son or whatever would be out here shooting t-shirts. So you don't want to miss that situation. Kyler, really the biggest improvement. We haven't even talked about it yet. Speakers. We had a terrible sound system, everybody. We get it. But Kyler stepped up and has got some, and we already heard it. So hang tight.
It is cool.
So another big, huge improvement is the speakers. So I think you'll be able to hear better. I mean, way it sounded, I think they're going to be able to hear even over the cars running.
I think so. And that's what's important. You know, you don't get to go to a lot of places. Dodge City, people are pretty lucky at Dodge because we have such cool sound system, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of hear the announcer of that. It's kind of unheard of going to a racetrack and hear an announcer while the race is going on.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we can do that here.
I think so too. And again, please, everybody, we got to fill these stands. That's where we need you. But in case you can't, you can watch us all on Racing Dirt too. Our good partnership you have at Dodge City. And of course, we have it with Mel Hamilton Racing with all the USMTS and all the other stuff racing we have around the country and stuff too, which they're racing tonight, I believe, in Iowa somewhere, right?
Yes.
So anyway, tune in Racing Dirt, but most importantly, get your friends, get your family, get your friends and everybody and fill that grandstands from that part. And we have a few more fair people coming this week too. So we need to show this fair that this is the right decision, what they did, when they voted us to do this. And I can't wait to see how this racetrack goes. I think we're going to have a better track again.
You know, and we brought in a new piece of equipment. We're bringing a picker, which is new. We haven't had one here yet. I mean, it's one of those pieces of equipment I think is really going to help us out. It helps smooth out. It does a lot of cool things for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking forward to that. If it takes a little bit of rubber, we can attack that real quick, so we can hit it before it really forms.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, it was a lot drier. You know, 3 days prior to the race. Last month it was a lot drier than it is today, and it didn't take rubber. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape.
No, we're going to be in good shape.
You know, that picker will be nice too because we'll be able to fix something on the fly if we have to.
And we're going to put that behind the case. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to put that behind the John Deere.
I ain't driving it, so it don't matter which one we put. They're both nice tractors, but
I got Josh coming to drive a tractor again, so he'll be here ready to go.
Josh drove the big John Deere.
Big John Deere is what he drove.
We'll keep him in that, because that's kind of that's the learning curve to get in that big thing too. So we'll keep him.
I get it. So. Hey, let's turn it over to Gus. Gus, any comments? We need to answer questions. We need to answer anything whatsoever.
We had one more question about shirts. I think maybe someone didn't hear the initial explanation.
Okay, shirts. As you see, we have the Salt City Racing T-shirts that Lisa Hamilton made up. We're going to be at intermission, or maybe even between two races. She'll be out here shooting some shirts. We're gonna eventually have an online store for you to buy Salt City apparel from. I can't afford to come over here right now and pay the percentage that the fair wants us to pay to sell the shirts. So sorry about that. It is what it is. I tried to get that. Not an issue, but I got voted down with that. But we'll work on that. But we're going to be working on an online store for you to get Salt City shirts. But be in the stands and be lucky one to catch one of these shirts out of the T-shirt can again.
Absolutely. So that T-shirt can it'll shoot it quite a way. So if you set up farther at the top, you still got a pretty good shot. So.
I've shot it a few times.
Is it pretty scary?
No, it's fun. It's still cool.
It's fun,
dude. I could take and probably shoot 4 shirts over the top of that if I needed to.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I did launch one over the top of it one time.
Yeah.
I wonder how many T-shirts are still up there. Probably not many after the wins they had this last week.
No, not at all. So guess what else?
Those are all the questions we have right now. We have a couple of thank yous. We have Rob saying, I work for Broadberry. I'll personally thank David Cox.
Yes. David Cox is the part of the person that he was here the last race and had so much fun. And he said, hey, I got to do this some more. So yes, David. So please get your family, get your friends, get everybody out here and pack these stands.
Rob also says, thanks, Drew, at Jackson's Meats.
Yes. Good call from there.
Those are all the questions and comments so far.
Okay. So we've kind of went through everything. Every racers, make sure you've got on and updated, and not updated, but check the updated purse. We've kind of tweaked it a little bit. No, we didn't take anything away. We added to the purse.
We did.
So make sure, racers, you get on there and check that out. Racers, get your pit pass bought in advance to help save time over at the pit gate. Oh, that's another thing we're going to change. We're not going to have the pit entrance table where it was at.
No, we're going to use the ticket booth that is on
Gate
the
7.
road at Gate 7 there to come up and buy your pit passes and stuff. It was, I don't know, just a little bit too windy, and it was just got a little bit too congested down there in that corner. So we're going to give that a shot. We think it'll be a lot better.
And also remember, Gate 7 is going to be a pit only entrance. Spectators, no Gate 7 for you. You use the other gates to get in. We're trying to do this to control traffic, control how things flow and everything else from that part. We met with traffic after the last race, and they're in agreement that's what we need to do to make Gate 7. We'll have signs put up there that says pit entrance only. And again, that's off State Fair Road on the north side of the track. So Gate 7 will be a pit entrance only. Okay.
Yep. And we'll have some signs out there telling you that too.
Okay. So lots of great comments on my page saying thanks for keeping the track. And that's what this is about. This, gentlemen, this is about saving a racetrack. It's not about saving anything else other than a racetrack. I want to keep racing alive just like you guys do in this, around this area. And we just got to get through this first year.
Yep, 100%. And, you know, we can get through this first year. We can do bigger and better things than what y'all have ever seen before.
Yeah. Okay, Kyler, more water tonight.
More water tonight. I'm going to do a little blading, kind of finesse it just a little bit more, and then we'll water and keep her wet the rest of the week.
Okay, so it's already Wednesday. Can you believe Gus has got another comment, I bet.
Yes, we have Gwen Fetter says you're all doing a great job. It takes an army. John Saliba says, do we come in the same way or come through Gate 7 now?
Okay, so if you're a racer or needing a pit pass, you will go through Gate 7 only. Spectators, all the other gates are available for you to come in from that part. But racers are only Gate 7 and pit pass Gate 7 only. And that's, again, off State Fair Road on the north end of the track.
And Jeremy Cohen says basically it's Gate 7 where push trucks will enter.
Correct.
Yes.
Push trucks will come through there. If you need a pit pass, that's where you're going to go through is Gate 7. Okay. So, Kyler, I can't wait to see what this racetrack race is like. You've done a great job. Can't thank you enough for everything you've put here
I appreciate it.
to help this. Of course, it's just a great partnership, you know, because we race at your track and try to do what we can to help support you over there. And so we're talking about this Friday, but you're kind of got some racing going on too, right?
Yeah, it's getting ready to be a busy time for us. So we've partnered with the World Racing Group, and we're going to put the show on with them at La Crosse on May 31st. So next Friday night, an ASCS show. We're also going to sanction IMCA hobby stocks that night as well.
Cool.
And then we'll have cruisers. Then the next night is our Steve King Memorial Race at Dodge City with the ASCS National Tour, where we're running sport mods and hobby stocks. We're also going to try.
How about the modifieds, dude?
Well,
Can I put me on the back burner with you?
you know, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to bring in the USRA limited mods and Southern sport mods. And
Kind of like we do here a little bit, right?
Kind of.
Yep.
But we're going to let them run their own class. So
Okay.
they're not. So there's be two divisions of sport mods, just so we get this clear. So the IMCA Northern sport mods will run their weekly deal, and then we'll have the USRA
B
limited
mods.
B mods, and then the Southerns running their division. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. And now the IMCA Northerns will have the opportunity to run twice that night for two purses, so they can go run that
with USRA.
with the USRA guys too.
Cool.
Perfect. Gus, you got another comment?
We have a couple. Bill Lindsay Jr. Hello, guys. Back from DC. Jim Petty says, what time does the pit open?
Pit opens at 3:00.
Yep. I guess we should.
Gates open at 5.
Yep. I guess we should run all that down. So
Rick Rogers says, might have missed it, but was the fair board happy with night 1?
I will tell you, me and Nick rolled into that meeting on I don't know, Monday or Tuesday after, whatever, and we had a great response. We had a great
Yep.
meeting with the fair board. It was all upbeat. It was all positive from that part. So I would say it was a great meeting, a
I
great,
think it
great
was.
response. And
Yep.
we got the ticket count who's coming. So we got a few more board members coming and stuff like that for the fair. So I think, Rick, it was a great response.
yeah,
Is how I put it.
I think they're excited about it.
We have a few comments here. We have Dalton says, can't wait to announce again here.
Yep.
Jeremy says, I'll be there Friday night, God willing. And Bill Lancy says, see you Friday.
All right. So, okay, so let's go back through everything again real quick.
Yeah, so let's go through all the times. We should
Yep.
probably run that down.
Kyler,
So,
let it rip. What time's pits open? 3?
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And the only 2 times I'm really drivers meeting at 6:15 and
Okay.
cars on the track at 7. So help me out.
Hot lap 6:30.
Hot lap 6:30.
Yep.
Okay.
Grandstands open at 5.
Racing
Races start at
6:59.
6:59.
6:59. There we go.
Okay. So anyway, jump online, Salt City Racing, buy your tickets ahead of time. You don't have to buy your tickets online. You do not have to go to the ticket booth. You can just walk right through and scan your tickets and go in to save some time and effort there. And it is just a little bit cheaper to buy them online than it is at the gate. So
Up until 4 p.m. on Friday.
okay. And Mike Burrion, where do you find the payouts? It's on Salt City Racing LLC.com, and it's out. It's right there on the front page, and we can pull that up, Mike, and you can see
Click on classes, and then right at the top there's a little drop down, and you can see what your payout is.
Okay, so we'll have the drivers meeting at 6:15. Announce the new heat race lineups, new sound system. I can't wait to hear all. We only heard 2 speakers. I can't wait to hear all 6.
Yeah, it's going to sound great. I'm looking forward to it.
I think we made some great changes. I think we made some good stuff. I can't wait to see how well this goes this Friday. We'll keep improving, keep doing stuff. Kyle, I'm excited about your racetrack here you put together. And again, we couldn't do without all the sponsors and all the help, everything we got and stuff too.
Absolutely not.
Gus, you got another comment?
Yes, Kevin wants to know, tickets are transferable to new race?
Tickets are transferable to new race. I'm thinking he's meaning
tickets are not transferable to a new race unless it rains out.
Yeah.
Next race he meant, but yes.
Yeah, no.
Only if it rains out will
only
they
if
transfer. Only will transfer if it rains out. It's the only way we can do that on that side of the coin. Okay. So what else we left out? What else got? Questions?
I don't know. What do you
all
think,
answered?
I'm going to go take a nap so I can start watering.
Yeah. You work at night. So
I'm a night owl.
people drive by and wonder what's going on out here with the lights on at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's, it's the best time to do it, right?
Well, yeah, the sun's not beating down. It's not drying us out. It is probably the best time to water. So that's the reason we're doing that.
Kyler's a night owl.
Yes, sir.
Billy Kirkland wants to know, any estimate on car count for this weekend?
Well, I wished I had an estimate, but I don't know. I'm going to tell everybody the first race, my goal was 60. We got 65, so I was very excited about that. And I'd love to see more cars than 65. I mean,
I've got a couple calls. I got a couple calls from 2 Concordia hobby stock drivers that hadn't been here yet, and they're coming this weekend.
I know of a couple of cars that are coming that weren't here at the first one.
So racers, let's just pack this place. Again, racers, we need you all. You got a race car. Let's get it registered. Let's get it in here. Let's get in the classes you're racing. Let's fill this stands up. It's again, we're saving a racetrack. Okay. And Brett Berry, where do I find a payout? Brett Berry, Salt City Racing LLC.com, or just Google Salt City Racing. It'll pop up. Click on the page, click on the classes, and under the classes is where the payout's at.
That's it.
And I'm promising you, racers, you're going to love the payout change we made if you haven't looked at it yet. So we didn't take nothing away. We just added to it. Me and Nick started setting it a little bit, and I just kind of said, let's tweak it.
Let's tweak it. Why not?
Exactly.
What else do we have to do, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So anything else, gentlemen? I think we kind of covered everything. Everybody, please fill these grandstands. Let's show this fair board of all the fighting and everything. I shouldn't say fighting. All the initiative to save this racetrack is why we need to do this, and everything we've done to help put this racetrack back on the track and keep it racing. Fill these stands up here. I know it's a holiday weekend. It's just Friday night. That's it. You still got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to go have fun at the lake or wherever, other racetracks or whatever it might be. But Friday night, you need to be here in these stands or have your race car on this racetrack and go have some fun.
Because I can't think of any better way to start your Memorial Day weekend, right?
Plus, we got sprint cars again.
Well, yeah.
Everybody loves sprint cars, so it's going to be a fun week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and those sprint cars put on a heck of a show last time, too.
They really did. It was good.
It was a good one.
Yeah,
It was a good one.
It was a lot of fun. So see what Taylor can do this time. See if he can do it back-to-back wins or not, or what he can do from that part. Anything else, gentlemen?
I think that about covers it. We need to roll through these sponsors one more time.
All right, roll through the sponsors real quick, Nick, and then we'll rock and roll.
Get them up there, Gus. Are we caught up on our comments?
We have one message from Lawrence that's excited for another great race at Hutch.
So are we.
So are we, yeah.
Okay, rattle it off, Nick.
All right, Mike Van Genderen, he helped us get this thing in shape.
You know what I'm sure surprised? I know how much itchy he is because I don't say he loved this track that he hasn't been calling, checking in on us.
Well, he's got a big race tonight. That's
Yeah, he does.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, he does.
At
That's why.
25,000 to
Okay.
win.
Or,
Yeah,
That's why he's not checking in then.
yep.
he's busy. I thought about bugging him just a little bit, but I figured he's pulling his
Yeah,
hair out.
you're right. Got to leave him alone.
Murphy Tractor and Equipment supplying us with a road grader. Couldn't do without those guys.
Curtis and Dan are
Class
great
act.
people. Curtis and Dan are great people over there. I'm sure there's a lot of great people at Murphy Tractor and Equipment. And hang tight because we're going to have several nights of Murphy Tractor night for all their stuff they do for us.
We
too.
are.
So
I
got
think the
about
next
three of them.
three in a row.
Three or four of
So-
those guys. Yes.
Richardson Brothers Construction. John
And Ross.
and Ross.
Richardson, yeah, they got us that big green tractor. Of course, they've done so much in this town to help this racetrack and get different sponsors and different people. I mean, they brought a lot of these sponsors to us and all that stuff too. So, John and Ross, thank you.
Ox Construction and
Evans,
and Andale.
Andale Construction, Andale Ready Mix. I guess I got to read the sign right, don't we?
Yeah.
They're taking care of our walls, right?
Yep. That's it.
Let's hope we don't need any more walls after this one.
No, that was a
That was a hot lap hit too.
that was
Yeah, and-
that was a punch through.
That one
was-
already had a little start to it.
Yeah.
So it just kind of got finished off.
Yeah, but to make it clear that those walls are still safe. They're still rebar. There's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
going through it. It's just more aesthetic at this point.
Yep.
But no, I took that driver out at intermission to show him what he did to our wall, and he's like, "Man, I felt every bit of it."
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't laugh at that.
Probably not.
Hample Oil, making sure we have enough diesel fuel out here for Kyler to burn these laps around in the grader and the water truck. And Phoenix Recovery of Kansas, right here in Hutchinson, comes out here on race night, helps us with towing and getting cars off the track and everything like that. Jackson Meat
And Egbert
and Egbert
Flicker,
come
I can't wait
together
to
and
see them guys. That's gonna be fun.
yeah,
they're helping us
They're
with the sponsor night with a little bit of
favorite people.
little donations, as we'd call it.
Yep.
Little liquid refreshments is what
That's
they're
right.
helping with.
That's right. But you can't have it in the pits until after the races are over.
That's right.
BG Products, great partnership with Mel Hamilton Ford and Salt City Racing and all of us. Just next time you have your vehicle serviced at Mel Hamilton Quick Lane, ask for a BG Products package because you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Construction Rentals, helping us out with some extra lighting for the back straightaway and in the pit area.
They did bring us a big telehandler at the first week.
Yeah, they
though,
did.
Too. So
They did.
a
Yeah,
lot of help there too.
that was a big deal. Agri Center, official sponsor of the side-by-side class
Division.
on Friday night.
We're gonna have a 30-yard drag strip burnout coming across here. You and me, Tyler.
I think we probably should.
I'm surprised the black bus didn't show up. Did you? I was shocked when I pulled in.
We
The black
need to
bus
get the
wasn't.
bus.
You know, that was. I may wait a little bit.
It doesn't have a windshield in it, so that would be kind of a
No,
sketchy drive.
Yeah, I could have Kelby bring it up.
Oh, he'd be all about it. He'd be all about it. He could wear a helmet and everything.
Them tires ain't gonna make it, dude.
What was funny, I don't know if you know this or not, but I got in that bus and I strapped in, and Kelby left me, and I
Hey,
had
let's
to yell
stop. We got a bit of what we're talking about is Kyler has got a big black bus out there at Dodge City. Glasses out, everything else like that. And Kyler took it out on the racetrack.
I
Saturday.
raced the
He asked me to go, wanted me to ride with him. I said, are you kidding me?
Well, I got strapped in, and I realized I couldn't reach the key. So I needed Phil to get in and start it for me. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
That was
Oh
fun.
my gosh. Put them sponsors back up there, Gus.
Okay, where did we mess up at? Oh, yeah, we can't get them back up.
They're up there. They're up there.
Not yet,
Okay.
not on our screen or not.
There it is.
There's the
there
delay.
it is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Zener Electric. This Friday is Zener's VIP night. It's Zener night. Those guys are awesome.
Yep.
Great guys.
Cody and has been out here last week, and I'm sure Dusty said he's going to be out cruising around this week. So, guys, thank for Zener Electric and all their good help.
United Rentals.
Can't do without them big water trucks.
No.
They did a great job.
I'm going to go over and take the fuse out of the AC for Kyler when he's riding around the rest of the week. What do you think?
That
I
would
think we
be
should.
a bad
That would be
joke.
only fair. I think I'm going to go get in one and just drive around for a little bit.
Yeah.
They're brand new.
They're nice.
And Can Equip. Is that awesome case tractor and those guys helping us out?
It was almost too fancy. Like it looked like we were sitting in the cockpit of 747.
I know.
I had to think about it for a second. When
Well, I
Yeah.
did too when they parked them out back and had to pull them in. I looked down and said, that can't be right on the miles, is it? Well, yeah, it is.
it's even got A-peg, like floor pegs. You can put your feet up and relax.
Okay, careful.
It's-
Careful.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
And
Nice.
the Bradbury Group.
Yes, the Bradbury Group. David Cox called me up. He was at the first race, had a great time, wanted to have his employees come out. He wanted to put a banner up. I said, David, And I'm throwing that to everybody. You want to buy some tickets to throw a banner up? I'm all over it from that part. And that's what Dave is doing, is about 100 tickets a race. So, hey, appreciate that very much. We're going to put as many fans as we can in the crowd up here. So, again, remember, we're saving a racetrack. We need to fill these grandstands. We need to show the fair board we're ready to go. And then we're going to support this racetrack and keep it around for many, many more years. Racers, get your race cars. Any other questions, whatever, email us on saltcityracing.com page. Call us. What's that? I guess throw that number out there, Nick. You know what the number is?
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Anyway, there's a number on the webpage if you want to call and check in on that kind of stuff too.
I got it.
Somewhere too from that part. I think Gus wants to do a span of the whole place is what he wants to do.
316-706-8745. That is the track number. There's a voicemail message on there that has all the pertinent information about Friday. We'll probably update it on Friday morning. But give us a call on that. Has all the information. If you have any other questions besides what's in the voicemail message, just leave a message. If we don't get it answered, and we will definitely get you called back.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
we did the promotional stunt at Dodge City with me in the school bus,
Yeah.
I'm thinking this might be kind of a fun deal. The director competition, skydive in off of one of your planes. Have Josh fly over and let me jump out and skydive into the racetrack. Think I could learn that?
Oh, I think we can. No, what you need to do is come in as a national anthem with the flag hanging.
Yes, we'll do it like they do at Knoxville for the Nationals.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something. Robert Calhoun's going to be here again. So with the sound system, hopefully this time we can hear him sing. Everybody didn't get a full blown luxury of Robert. He does a great job singing the national anthem for us. So with this new sound system, everybody get to hear us.
Yep,
so
be good.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Timeout, ready to go. Gus, any more comments coming through?
We have a couple of comments. Excited for another great race at Hutch. That's from Lauren. We have Jeremy Coyne saying, hey, if y'all want it, I'll haul it Friday.
Okay. He's about ready to do about anything, isn't he, right?
John Goldsmith, going late, Phil. We can finish it in the morning. And John Goldsmith says, we'll be there Friday evening.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Gentlemen, any last comments, anything whatsoever? Went through the sponsor, went through that. Gus, play that commercial one more time, and let's go. Let Kyler get to work.